What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the SHMA Anguirus 1972 from Godzilla vs. Gigan, or Godzilla on Monster Island, depending on where you watched the movie first. It was Godzilla on Monster Island for me, and I am very excited to finally get Anguirus in the SHMA line. Anguirus is one of my favorite kaiju of all time. I just love this little doggy. It's kind of what I've always felt about Anguirus. It's like Godzilla's best friend, but like, I don't know, like he's his pal, he's his doggy. I don't know. There's just something about Anguirus, and I feel like a lot of folks feel the same way. Like, he's just awesome. Like, you know, from his very first appearance fighting Godzilla, and we saw how spunky he was there, till, you know, like, him getting clobbered by fake Godzilla, in, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Like, you know, you just always love Anguirus. Like, every appearance is fantastic, and, this is our third figure from this 1972 movie. King Ghidorah is up for pre-order right now. I still haven't put in a pre-order, for mine, but maybe I'll get mine from Muteki Sales like I got this one. If you didn't see my unboxing for this figure, you know, for my initial thoughts, I did mention Muteki Sales, which is where I bought this figure. And you could buy a lot more from Muteki Sales, so do check them out. But without any further ado, let's get to this review. So here's our pal Anguirus out of the package. But before we get to him, I did want to show you guys the one quote-unquote accessory it comes with. We get fun little word balloons from the movie, the Japanese version of the movie. If you've never seen it, Godzilla and Anguirus talk to each other. Like, you know, what do you want? And okay, and all of that, you know, like, hey, Anguirus! Where's my Godzilla? I should have it in here. Go see what's happening. Okay, you know, or hey, Anguirus, what do you want? I don't know, maybe the what do you want's on this side. This might be the what do you want. I don't remember exactly, but it's cute. I mean, I wish they made them like perforated so we could cut them out easy, or, you know, like just pop them out. That would have been cool. Or just giving us a sheet, you know, so we don't have to ruin our boxes. Not that I care about the boxes that much, but, you know, I'd rather it be done for me. But still, that was a really neat little, like, addition to the boxes. Alright, so let's take a look at our Anguirus. We're going to talk about articulation first, because if you saw my unboxing, I did have an issue with this final thing going back in, but some heat and it went back in. I'm not going to, like, force it, but you do have articulation, a lot of articulation in the tail regardless. It wasn't an issue, it was just popped out of the, you know, right in the box. But, I didn't mention this here at the top, but, like, I dropped my box, you might have saw a little dent when I took it out of the brown shipper box. But anywho, this part was off, and the leg at the knee was off. But the leg at the knee seemed to have gone on in nice and easy. Anywho, really nice articulated tail, as, of course, nobody does articulated tails better than MONSTERARTS. I mean, look, there's no arguing that. It goes all the way up to this joint here, which is nice. The legs move awesome. Like I said, I had this popped out, and I feel like that was popped out. That one probably popped out on contact with my floor. But really nice articulated leg all the way to the foot. You know, you got the knee joints, you got leg joints, you got rockers and stuff. But, I mean, I say rockers and stuff, but it's not like anything more than a ton of ball joints. That's how MONSTERARTS does everything. Tons of ball joints. Then you have the waist, which moves great. This is a floating piece. And then you have, and we'll talk about it. And then you have the shoulder, which moves awesome. The elbow, which moves great. It's double jointed. The wrist, this, you know, is on a hinge here. That works nicely. Really, really well. So that's very good. The top part, you know, functions differently than the bottom way. So you have two, you know, separate pieces there. And you can tell because he could really, like, bend, you know, and which is good. Then at the neck, we'll start at the base here. Because you can move the base somewhat. I mean, it's kind of tight over here, but you can move it. And then all of this moves there and there. And then, of course, the jaw moves. And does the tongue move? I think it does. It's hard to get my hand completely in there. It might not. You know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They used to do it a lot more than they do now. Now they put it in a way where, you know, it's kind of just sticking up a little bit. So it doesn't really have to be extra articulate. It feels like it is, but I really can't see in there. I really can't, like, how it's done. But anywho, either way, it's good. It works. Everything works. All the articulation is very nice on Anguirus. So next up, let's talk about this piece. It's good because it frees up a lot of articulation. Like, you know, like, imagine like Ninja Turtles having something like this. It would definitely help. However, it feels weird as all heck. You know, like, I feel like it's almost too loose. Like, it's very floaty. Like, the whole thing, you know, is just floating there. So, yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure. I like it and I don't. You know, like, I don't hate it. And I agree it's definitely a good way to go. But is it too loose? Like, will that bother me? I'm not sure, you know? Because I'm definitely mentioning it, so it's definitely doing something for me. It's definitely an odd decision to make it that loose. But I get it, and it's good. And then, you know, you look at it over here, though. It's pretty seamless. It looks really good. The sculpt work is gorgeous here. Really, really nice. I do like it. It's a nice brown. Not much in terms of shading that I can tell. It does look good. There might be a little hint of like white here and there. That just might be my lighting playing tricks on me. I've looked at it in different lights and I still can't 100% tell. Like, then, you know, when you get to like the hands, you do get like some of the gray bleeding up into the, like, the knuckles. You know, the first set of knuckles there. So there's that. But I don't know if there's anything more than that. The fingers are painted really, really nicely, by the way. Very nice. The fingernails and the toenails. Really, really well done. The feet look good. I like all the little spikes back here. They're painted well, too. Spikes on his arms are painted very well. Spikes on the tail are nicely done, too. All throughout. Right to the tip. So that's all good. I like it a lot. It's sculpt throughout is beautiful. I mean, the way all of his little, like, scales, like, just kind of hang there. I mean, these were, like, sculpted one by one, layer upon layer. It is so good. Look at that. Back of the feet, sculpted really nicely. Bottom of the hands, sculpted really nicely. Bottom of the tail. All of it is sculpted nicely. You know, this part, carapace, was that the front part? The shell, really nice. Looks awesome. Like, the gradation of the spikes are absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. Beautifully done. All throughout. I absolutely love this. It's really, really nice. And then the head sculpt is fantastic. It is fantastic. Nostrils look good. His horn, nose horn looks good. His teeth, his mouth. Zoom in on that again. Really nice. The tongue. The paint on the inside of the mouth looks good. I don't know if we'll be able to see the top. Yeah, we see it all right. Looks good. his horn, his like crown here looks awesome. Always thought of it as like a crown. It looks cool of horns. The eyes are so good. Beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. I mean, this is a beautiful Anguirus. Like, I love it. I love it. In this brown, it looks really good. It looks really right to me. You know, there's a lot of nice folds and wrinkles everywhere, like on the neck and stuff. All throughout the body. Again, this part looks awesome. Like, you know, it blends seamlessly. You know, like the way they did it, I think is very well. Like when you get on the bottom here, hey, you get all of that, which you rarely see. But you know, that's not, you know, the shell is not supposed to come off. So yeah, this is awesome stuff. It's really well done. It looks like a nice Anguirus. He could stand, you know, excellently. And then, you know, his trademark on all fours just looks perfect too. Like, come on. That's just too good, you know? That's Anguirus. That's Anguirus. They did it. This is one of the, for me, I'm saying it, this is one of my favorite releases this year. Of everything. Like, because I'm such a huge Anguirus fan, and to see this and for it to be as perfect as it is, and I'm really glad the tail just needed some heat to pop in, and as you've seen here, like nothing's popped out, which is like, you know, obviously one of my biggest bugaboos with SH MONSTERARTS. This is just absolutely fantastic. They did such a great job. I am very satisfied with my purchase. And for your size comparisons, first up, we have to go with the Revoltech version. And, you know, this one's from Destroy All Monsters, so it's got a little bit of a lighter color, maybe like a shorter snout, which looks right, too. It's a weird thing, you know. There's so many different photos, so many different, you know, video clips, and you can watch the movies of both, and you kind of see both colors, or somewhere in between sometimes. You know, there's like scenes where Godzilla's walking on the beach with Anguirus and Gigan, and it looks like this. And, you know, some of the darker scenes, of course. And then some scenes look lighter and dirtier. And, you know, maybe it gets lost in translation. But I definitely want to show you, because a lot of times you do see it in these colors as well. You know, like more of a grayish green, I don't know about green, but like with like dirtiness. This has a nice wash to it. While this one, you know, just went with like a brown. So, I mean, they both work. They definitely both work. They're definitely both really cool figures. And the snout thing is interesting too. Like, yeah, I mean, this one has a more cartoony snout. This one has a little bit longer. Both look pretty good. I really like them both, honestly. They're so good. This has been, you know, one of my favorite figures for a long time. You always see it here. And for the longest, I felt like this figure definitely, like, sat very well with a lot of the SH MONSTERARTS figures. But like I said, this set of figures from this movie have been a little bit bigger. So let's talk about those figures and that movie now, because here is the three so far. And yeah, these are tall SH MONSTERARTS figures. They're pretty big compared to some of the other ones. They look really good. I love them. They're like, so far, one of the best sets. And, you know, Anguirus definitely fits. I think this Anguirus is actually big. Like, you know, like, if you stand him up, like, this might end up being... oh, he's still shorter. So that kind of works. But he feels big. Like, when he's down on all fours, you know, with them, he feels pretty big. I don't know. Like I keep saying, like, here's this. You know what? Now I bring this guy in, and this one really does feel small. But, yeah, I guess that works really, really well. I mean, the figures are awesome. This is one of the best Godzilla figures. And this Gigan figure is amazing as well. So... this line is awesome. Definitely got to get the Ghidorah to go with them. Of course, I already have the bootleg version that came out a few years back. And you know, like, do I need to get the Ghidorah? I mean, that works really well still. You know, look, everything works out. Where did I put Gigan? I don't know. I feel like I might have it here already. I almost forgot I had this. So, yeah. I don't know, guys. I mean, I never, like, retouched this up or anything. Still could be done, but, like, yeah, I don't know. This is nice and dumpy, like the 72. The one that they're giving us looks a little bit way too nice comparatively. You know what I'm saying? So, decisions must be made. And here's Anguirus with two other SH MONSTERARTS Godzillas with the 54 and the 24. They look pretty good. You know, and they do feel a little bit smaller. Like I said, like, I feel like, yeah, this one, bigger head, just, like, he's not taller per se, but he just feels wider. Like a bigger figure than those. So these match up a lot better than these. And here it is with the Haya Godzilla 1991. I think this works really well too. I mean, you know, they're not in a movie together, but I mean, just standing next to each other, that works very, very nicely. This is also one of my favorite figures of this year. Here it is with the Playmates Frost Varka, because, I don't know, they're on all fours, sort of. So, I mean, they are, but, like, you know, they're kind of weird, all fours, both of them. This is kind of like the newfangled version, the little short legs instead. I like that better. And, because, you know, you need something else from something else completely, here it is with the Power Rangers Reignition Triceratops, and yeah, it was love at first sight. And my final thoughts, I think this is a pretty good Anguirus figure overall. I really like it. Again, as a fan of the character, I like it a lot. The floating shell thing, not sure how much I love that. I do appreciate that it helps with articulation. That is cool. I still think it's a bit too loose for my liking. You know what I'm saying? You know, otherwise though, I think it's pretty good. I know some folks don't like the brownish color, but I see it. I know why it's there. And, you know, this allows them to repaint this as Destroy All Monsters nice and easy. You know? So there's that part of it. I think that's part of what's going into this. Like, you gotta make this a little bit different. And if you're gonna make it different, this is like where I would go too, because again, there are scenes in the movie where it does look like this. But there's also scenes in the movie where it just looks like, you know, those normal colors, just dirty. So your mileage will vary on that. I'll give you that. But I get it. I get it, and I get, like, you know, being able to paint this as Destroy All Monsters later. You know, like, all of these things. Godzilla, easy Destroy All Monsters. The Ghidorah coming out, easy Destroy All Monsters. And now this, easy. You know, like, you got three that you could easily repaint, and put back out there as a different figure. So I get why a company would do that. I mean, repaints are part of the business. You have to be able to use your molds again. You know, so, but anywho, I do like it. No matter what, I like this figure. I think it's really awesome. You know, as an Anguirus fan, I think it's really, really nice. Beautiful sculpt. I love the head sculpt. I love the eyes. I really like everything about it. Really, honestly, it's really great. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Until next time, peace out, peeps.